Hey, let's got here and it's time to talk about Gachiakuta. Picks up from last week. I'm really liking this all-out war that we have here, cleaners versus raiders. But it definitely feels like the raiders are a lot more in control. Usually the villains have the advantage at the start, but the leader of the raiders seems to be quite interesting. Zodyl, we finally found out his name, actually really cool name, Zodyl, Typhoon, and all of the other characters, they have such cool and interesting designs. I feel it's one of the strong suits of the series here. And probably the most interesting conversation for Rudo is about to happen. But anyway, let's get into the episode and talk about it. Now, picks up from last week, we have cleaners versus raiders face to face. Rudo instantly wants answers about ammo. Engine also wants answers about everything that has been happening here, but I like that they don't really realize that everything so far has been planned out. I'm liking this type of character, villain that is in control of the situation, with Zodyl looking at the clock, the watch he had there, waiting until it spills out a overflowing garbage slam out of the sewers there, splits all of them up, and he was planning for this. Like, he seems that to be the meticulous type of character and leader, and I'm liking that about him. What was funny while they were being split up, Zanka was standing for dear life, holding, trying to fight the current there of garbage, and Engine just on his umbrella. Just go with the flow, dude, it's gonna be fine. The more you fight against it, the harder it's gonna be for you, so just go with the flow. But they get split up, all of them here, and the leader, Zodyl, actually keeps Rudo behind, so it worked out in their favor. They got what they wanted here. They split up the raiders, even the cleaners, my bad, and sends the other raiders to fight them. So we're gonna have 1 versus 1 fights throughout the underground there, the zone they were in. But probably the most interesting part in the episode has to be the conversation between Zodyl and Rudo here, and asking him, why do you care so much about ammo? Is that really what you want? He's just going, I'm gonna paraphrase a bit, just wanting his rage. It feels like Zodyl is very much able to press Rudo's buttons, and I even liked how Rudo put it. He is not good at dealing with somebody like this, even relating it a bit to ammo, but in different ways. Like, you couldn't really talk to ammo, like, no matter what you said to her, she didn't register it, she didn't care, she didn't listen to you. But in this case with Zodyl, feels like a bit more dangerous and different in the same way. He can't really control the pace of the conversation, because it feels like Zodyl is controlling the pace of the conversation, and his actions, everything he's about to say with words, kind of chaining him up. And I really like that image there. Like, it feels like he was boring in his head, pressing his buttons, knew he was reading Rudo completely. And I think, I'm not sure, is he able to kind of read people in a way, read situation? He feels very calculating type of character, and I like that archetype in characters here. But yes, a very bad matchup for Rudo. He's not really good at these mental games, so to say, and we still haven't seen Zodyl's power. This is just his mind, his intellect being at play here, and I'm liking that about him. And after this, just puts up the questions to Rudo. I want you to take down the sphere with me. We have the same rage in a way, and even seeing that same vision. I don't know if he's able to kind of connect with people, get into their head literally, not just figuratively here. Even saying, hey, we saw the same vision, even though I don't have any way of seeing how the sphere is getting information on it. So I'm curious, is it related to his powers, or just he's good, really good at reading people here? But I also liked how much he's breaking down Rudo, just telling him, while Rudo was asking, hey, give me information about ammo, about the cleaners, and you didn't imagine those you care about in that image. You imagined the target of your rage. So rage is very much still controlling Rudo, you know, about that darkness, everything inside Rudo and so on, that has been built up throughout the episodes here. And it feels like Zodyl just sees Rudo as a complete open book here, and Rudo's still kind of changing the subject, and I like how Zodyl called him out on it, just wants answers about ammo and cleaners, and Zodyl just wants that rage here and that image with him being controlled with worlds, and asking him, why did you even join the cleaners? And Rudo actually answers. He's kind of being made to play along with the pace of Zodyl, just want to get back to the sphere, and Zodyl again pressing his buttons. You think it's gonna work? They're just helping you because your goals are aligned. It's not within their duties to do that. So really curious how this is gonna go. Is it gonna be the usual normal way when the main character says, I'm gonna stay with the good guys, but I wouldn't mind if Rudo just says, fuck it, let's join the Raiders, go full revenge. That's gonna be an interesting way, but I'm leaning more with him staying with the cleaners. I would like that more, but would make things very interesting if he actually says, yeah, fuck it, let's work together, just go full on revenge here. I'm curious how that is gonna work out with him, because Zodyl is definitely able to get into people's heads there, so I'm really excited about that conversation, because they're left alone and it's not really a fight between them, even though Rudo thought about using the garbage that he had on him with his powers. I don't see him defeating Zodyl no matter what he conjure up with his power. We haven't even seen Zodyl's powers, but he's very much so in control of the entire situation, not just with Rudo, with everybody else here. But after this we have the 1v1s being set up. We have Rio versus that hot woman from the Raiders here, no Erde. I'm sorry if I'm butchering names. Zanka versus Jabber is gonna be the rematch. It's kind of the main fight in this episode a bit here. Guita, I like that moment when she found the cockroach. She liked that she had no issues. Rio found that she freaked out. But Rio and Noerde definitely press each other's button. Just the bickering was great between them, and having the scissors versus the hair powers, and Rio kind of made a bad assumption there, saying it's a good matchup for her, but when Noerde fully revealed her power to be static electricity with her plastic comb there, electrifying hair, kind of took a big hit for Rio, so that's gonna be an interesting fight. Engine just wants anything from the Raider that is in front of him, but that guy keeps hiding, seems very shy, doesn't really say anything except inner monologue that Engine is cool, which is very true. He has a really cool dynamic about him there. Dear Santa, the baby, and Bro Santa, the old from the child team, versus this old guy from the Raiders, which we don't know a lot about him. And I liked they made a point to say that those chokers, the communication devices, don't work underground, so they're not gonna be able to get backups. I really like that small attention to detail. Hey, why not just call somebody else also here? And it seems like Zodyl gave them all their orders. If anybody else comes with Rudo, take them out here, and he's gonna take care of Rudo. But that was just the first order, so they have probably other orders depending how everything goes here. But the main fight, like I said, we're gonna have Jabber versus Zanka. Zanka does pretty well, even though he was very angry. He instantly went for the kill there. He really wants his rematch against Jabber. Jabber again being a full-blown masochist, taunting him, even is able to change the toxins of his claw there, touching that acid, whatever was underground, and splashing it over Zanka, but he's able to defend and also still get hit by it, and then just reverse that entire acid pool on him, thinking, hey, did I actually defeat him? No, not really. Jabber was just enjoying it, laughing, and after that he reveals that up so far he wasn't really serious. Even on the fights that we had before when they were fighting him, he didn't go all out, and here we see him going all out with his claws kind of becoming bigger, giant. I feel like he had a mech hands in a way with those claws, and just laughing maniacally. I'm liking Jabber more and more. He's a piece of shit, but he's a cool character here. But we still don't have an answer as to what exactly happened with Amo, what state she's in after her boots were taken away here, and Zodyl seems to be like probably the most interesting character that we have met so far on the villain sides here. So I'm excited to see how the 1v1s are going to go here, but especially the conversation with Zodyl and Rudo is probably the highlight of the episode for me, and I'm really curious what Rudo is going to do. Is he gonna stay with the cleaners? Is he actually gonna make the choice, just fuck it, go for full revenge? That's gonna be an interesting way to go for it also, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode, what's the fight that you're more interested in, and where do you think Rudo is gonna go. Don't go into spoilers, please. If you read the source material, don't just tell me the answer or just talk around bushes if you know the answers, please. So keep enjoying Gachiakuta. I'm gonna see you again on the next one. Bye bye.